Dominus Vobiscum, amigos, and welcome back to another episode of the Donut Sunday podcast. Thank you for joining me here. I know that it's been a while since I've posted something or even really clued you into what's been going on. So I wanted to just kind of make this video to introduce Season 2, what you'd be seeing inside of Season 2, sort of what's been going on behind the scenes and some of the reasons for why you haven't seen as much content recently, but hopefully why you'll be seeing more content in the future. So flashback to the end of Season 1. We had 5 interview shows. We had 5 episodes of Evening Decaf. That was all fine and great. I told you that I'd be back at the end of April for Season 2. End of April's come and gone at this point. But the reason for that is I just experienced a corporate layoff at where I work, and I was caught up in it. So I've been spending a lot of time trying to figure out things like insurance, things like resume writing and figuring out Cobra and what I do with my 401k. I've never been laid off or lost a job like this before, so this is all kind of new territory to me, and I'm working pretty hard to try to take care of my family and kind of make the next steps in my career. So I haven't had as much time to focus, I guess understandably, on some of the things for Donut Sunday, especially recently. So looking ahead to Season 2, I do want to be creating content for you guys because I've heard a lot of feedback that, the interviews are really helpful. They clue people in to see how other people are working in the world out there and how that faith integrates with their life and how the work life can help their faith life. So I definitely want to be continuing in this mission, in this project. It might take a little bit of a different form for a little while, just while I kind of get things sorted out and we kind of just figure things out. We've been very blessed to be doing fine financially, but it's just one of those things where you're super stressed. You've got the young one upstairs, who's constantly, trying to figure out how to walk and trying to figure out how to eat things that he shouldn't and stuff. So we're just trying to get everything sort of placed back together, I guess. So what's Season 2 going to look like? So it's going to continue to have interviews. It's going to continue to have the Evening Decaf episodes that we've had, but it's going to be a little bit different. I don't think that I'll be able to do as many of the interviews as I would have otherwise. And mostly that's just due to trying to get people on the same schedule, trying to get plans synced and everything like that to make those work. But instead of doing an interview show and an Evening Decaf every other week like we did in Season 1, what I'm imagining doing is more Evening Decafs with a couple of interviews sprinkled throughout, and then also to do a little bit of a book study. So basically, it won't be like an audio book, but The Imitation of Christ was a book that I recommended as a possible Lenten reading material for people. And it's a book that I've been reading through. The chapters are very short. Most of them are like not even a full page long. And it's been something that I've been doing where I've been just reading one of these sections each day and reading it, meditating on it, praying through it. And I found a lot of really great inspiration and a lot of really great push to grow in my spiritual life and to grow closer to God. So what I'd like to do is, instead of maybe necessarily doing an interview every other week like I was before, to sprinkle in some of these, where we'll be able to read through the book, read, reflect, meditate on it, and hopefully grow closer to God through that process. Because I think that this book is really a treasure trove of a lot of really great spiritual lessons and sort of a spiritual game plan for people. It was written, I think it was in 1418 was when it was written, but it has a lot of applicable lessons to us today. As God is the same yesterday, today, and forever, the lessons that are taught in this book really can help us, I think, in an era where it's all too easy to be distracted and to be lost in sort of the Twitter sphere or wherever it is that you might find yourself. So that's what my vision is for Season 2, and I really hope that you'll join me. So again, we'll be doing a couple interviews sprinkled throughout, we'll be doing the Evening Decafs, and then we'll also be doing those book study pieces where we just read and meditate together. I think that forms a really good sort of triangle base, if you will. We have the interviews with other people talking about how it is that they live out their faith in the workplace. We have sort of a study where you're looking at an actual book, meditating on it, and talking through it. And then we have sort of a communal prayer, like we had an evening decaf. So I really think that that forms a really great triumvirate, a really great collection of pieces that come together to help us all grow in our spiritual life. So I would ask that you join me here. I thank you for joining me here on this video as well. Please pray for me. Know that I'll be praying for you as well. Really appreciate all of the support that you've given me over the years. And until next time, stay in the state of grace. God bless, friends.